Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Hall of Famer Bob Berra ruled Milwaukee's airwaves in the 60s and 70s. He spoke with countless musicians and celebrities over the years. Bob collected remarkable recordings of these encounters, which he's now sharing with the public. Here's Bob.
Baseball Hall of Fame left-handed pitcher Warren Spahn had an incredible career. He won more games than any other left-hander. He compiled 20 victory seasons 13 times and 23 victories when he was 42 years old. Spahn hurled at least 247 innings and clubbed at least one home run for 17 consecutive seasons. He was nicknamed Hook due to the shape of his nose after being hit in the face by a thrown ball. Yogi Berra said of Spahn and himself, "I don't think we're the oldest battery, but we certainly are the ugliest."
2-0 pitch, a swing and a hard hit ball to Roy McMillan. He bobbles, the ball comes up, throws to first base, and he is out. And Warren Spahn has pitched another no-hitter. Warren Spahn has just pitched his second no-hitter in his second consecutive year. And he's
Hi, Warren. I'm doing fine. You don't want to tell us your weather. First of all, let me tell you where Warren is now. He's in Hartshorn, Oklahoma.
Right.
Warren Spahn, of course, pitched for the Milwaukee Braves for 11 years. The winningest left-handed pitcher in Major League history, was voted to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1973. By the way, Bob, before I forget, I've got to ask you this. Bob Allen wanted me to ask you if you discovered oil or gas on your ranch yet.
Well, not yet. We just started drilling today.
You're not kidding me now, or are you?
No, I'm serious.
Is that right? You're really drilling for oil there, huh?
There's a rig about 300 yards from the west side of my house, and we started drilling this morning.
How long have you been there at the ranch?
Oh, I've had this ranch since 1950.
What is a day like for you now? What time you get up in the morning? And
Well, I generally get up around 7. The first thing on the agenda is go out and feed my cattle that, from December 1 until April 15th, they're totally dependent on me.
How many head do you have?
And I've got around 500 head.
Oh my gosh! What breed?
They're Hereford, white-faced Hereford.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah, I love them. But the only problem is that they wind up to be dependents.
Yeah, that's a lot of feeding.
It sure is. And my son and I are partnership in it now.
How old is your son now, Warren?
Greg is 36 years old.
Oh my gosh!
Grew up in Milwaukee.
I know. Sure, I remember.
But he could be that age.
Yeah, gee.
My age away.
Isn't that something? When you were out at the ballpark, he was a little kid.
I know it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Gee.
Time flies.
So this is what your future is now. You plan on staying there, retiring there? I would imagine, huh?
I don't ever want to retire. I think this is home, and I do a lot of traveling, and I love to play golf. So generally my week, Monday through Friday, is here at the ranch, and on weekends I go to Tulsa and play golf. I belong to 2 country clubs there.
Ever tossed the baseball around at all?
Only old-timers games.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, I throw just as hard as I ever did, but it takes a whole lot longer for that ball to get up there. I follow through and wait for the ball to get to the plate.
Was your son ever interested in getting into Major League Baseball?
Well, he was interested in playing, yes. But Mom and Dad sort of insisted that he go to school and get an education, and then he met a young lady at the school that he wanted to marry, and he went to work for an oil company when he got out of school. So, I guess baseball was kind of deterred then.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, I sort of felt like he'd play any other position, but I didn't want him to pitch. That I didn't want the media to compare what he is doing and what I did.
Yeah, right. That would have been tough. That would have been tough.
I don't know how good he would have been. I think he was a pretty good athlete. But I sort of feel like Greg wanted to play football more than baseball.
Mm-hmm. If you just joined us, we're talking with Warren Spahn, who's talking to us from his ranch, the Diamond Star Ranch in Hartshorn, Oklahoma. And do you have any other business besides the ranch? Do you have a restaurant or anything like that?
No. and I have an oil company, and we have real estate holdings. And he's selling real estate in Tulsa, so that he's got his entity and I have mine, and we stay pretty busy.
Yeah, right. We get our J.R. Ewings, huh?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
They swing and a ground ball to the third baseman. Here's the pick to second base out. Over to first base. Double play, and Warren Spahn's got his shutout. A double play in the last half of the ninth inning. And Warren Spahn just registered his 42nd shutout in a brilliant Major League career.
Bob Berry, WOKY, 1992.
Thank you for listening to Bob Berry's Unearthed Interviews. Be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast on iTunes or wherever you find your podcasts. You can find all the episodes at WisconsinBroadcastingMuseum.org. Check out Bob Berry's book, Rock and Roll Radio Milwaukee. Book sale proceeds support Angels Kids Fund and Donate Life Wisconsin. The preceding program was made possible by a generous contribution from Terry Bond.